Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Backpacktrader training room for Wednesday, June the 12th, 2024. Please note the required risk disclosure. This room is for educational and information purposes only. It is not to be considered individual financial advice. Trading of this type carries substantial risks and should only be attempted with funds you can afford to do without. All right. Let's set that aside. We do have a crude oil inventory session this morning at 10:30. Micro Russell has gone too far, so we'll be looking for a new setup there. Pound Aussie picked up this long and stopped and reversed to short, and then avoided a stop and reverse to long by half a pip. Even though the calculator was tracking the long, we were actually still in the short. Looking for money management at 9200 and targets at 2, 3, and 4. So two positions coming off at target 2. Crude oil took a full loss on the long trade, entry at 79.17, 905.25, and touching the stop a couple of times. Unleaded taking a very small stop and reverse loss, then a break even, and now let's see if it entry is 491. And yes, we did hit the entries. Market is open. Soybeans has a short trade. The long trade is probably too quick to get into. There is a little orange dot is our 6-tick minimum for money management. And so our first actionable target is target 2 here. Micro Russell continuing down. Micro, or not micro, but YM with a short 5 seconds after open. It went way too fast to catch, and we just picked up the long trade on the YM. $142 for the entry. We should be in that. Money management on the Pound Aussie trade. So our stop comes to, our entry for that was 12, so the stop will come to 211. And we'll have to track this one manually. So the next objective there is going to be target 2 at 195. Two positions coming off there. flat on crude. We are long on unleaded, and we have a long trade on the micro Russell. Long setup. Go up 3 with that. That'll go to 86.5. There's a short trade that cancels the long. Short does trigger in. And that quick, we are at money management. Somewhere around there for money management, actually probably a couple ticks below that. Target 3 achieved and target 4 trailing now. Soybean short didn't quite make money management, and we get a full stop out on the unleaded long. Getting very close to target 2 on the pound Aussie. Nothing on crude yet. And the YM has had nothing either. Strong down move on both market indices that we're looking at now. Here's a possible long trade on the YM if we get an up close. There it is. And did come back to trigger in. And back quickly, we get target 1 and target 2 and start trailing. Moving up to 89, 93. Just missing the stop. Let's see, where was our, oh wow. Hopping up here to 109, and no, yeah, 109 is the stop. I'll get back over here momentarily. Look at the trade itself. Target 1 was 22 ticks, so that is a POQ, one and done. And while we were looking at that, the Russell came back with a long trade also, micro Russell. That's hit money management again. That's, yeah, it just touched money, yeah. That touched money management, so we should be at 7, and that just stopped out for break even at 80.7. $3.2 to target 2, so yeah, that's big enough to move my target, but it's a break-even stop out. Long trade on crude. Push it up to 23 if you're not already in, if you're trading that. And we will go for targets 2 and 3. Since money management is at 32. Actually, we'll go to 33 with our adjustment. Looks like we did pick up target 2 on pound Aussie, 195. Got as low as 94.8. So yes, 2 positions come off. Still not trailing yet, but 2 positions come off for 17 pips apiece. Good morning, Bill. Good to see you again. All right. Looks like we did hit target 2 on the nose before stopping out on the micro Russell. That's why I moved my targets down. That's because that target 2 is as big as our normal target 3 because of the wick on the setup bar. And then we come down to stop out at 81.2. Soybeans hit money management on the nose, it looks like. 80 and a quarter. YM did stop out. Successful short. Also got a small trailer. Crude taking heat on the long trade. Pound Aussie looks like it's going to start trailing on the next bar, close of this bar. $92.06 will be the. There's target 3. I believe our stop is going to be 92.06. Yeah, 92.06. Looking like coming down to. Now, right now, it's going to be 92.01. It's going to have to pull down a little bit further to get under, because it's going to have to come down to 91.97. Would be the first opportunity under 9,200. And unleaded with a short trade, as is, we also have a short trade on crude. Adjust that around the, that's 04. Yeah, adjust that to 02. We did stop out of the long trade. There is our entry. It has not been hit yet. Adjusted that around the 50 EMA. Not going to try to fight with the 50. Don't want to enter right on the 50. Okay, target 3. 96. Yeah, so we're at 201. There is our stop. Still flat on crude. Soybeans looks like it didn't make target 2 there. I think it did. Yep. So we got 2 positions off at target 2 and then 2 ticks on the trailer. That should be a one and done session. Two winners on the micro Russell. Back to our entry on unleaded. Still short on the pound Aussie. Got this unleaded trade now. I've got a couple of moments. Crude still flat. So the adjustment around the 50 is keeping us out of that trade. I would keep the stop where it is at 201 on unleaded, or on the pound Aussie. We got to close there. The balance line is at now 95.2, which that would put us at 97. We've got a spike up there to 98.6. So I don't want to come down that close yet. Give it a chance to get down to target 4. I'll leave that 4 ticks. 4 pips of risk to try to get a little bit more. So you're risking 8 pips there. You got 2 positions on. To not move the stop in that case. So I take a full loss. Actually, we've taken 2 full losses on crude, so we are done with the session. Soybeans is done. The YM is done. Okay, I'm going to slide unleaded over here over soybeans for a few minutes. Looks like micro NQ with a long trade, probably just out around the 50, but it was well beyond where we could take that by our start time. running a nice trailer, but we are not in this trade. So crude is done. We'll wait for the crude inventory session. YM is done. Working on unleaded. We have a stop and reverse, small stop and reverse loss, a break even. Actually, that was a target one winner. Target one traders on unleaded would be POQ. Target two traders are still having to work though. And also took the full loss on the long trade. Target one traders did avoid that. All right, next objective on the pound Aussie is target 4. Plotted stop would be 197. I'm holding my stop at 201 because of the pullback to 96.8. Long trade on the micro Russell. It triggered in and pulled back. And took a full stop out. That is a loss against 2 wins in the micro Russell. We'll get close to money management, so I'll try to set where that was. 14 tick minimum for money management would have put us up 3 ticks from that. So would have put us at 88 flat. And there's target 4 on the pound Aussie. Looks like we're going to come down to 196 on the close of this bar, and that one I will go ahead and take. Far enough down now, and only one position on, just the trailer. Right, stop. Yeah, stop comes down to 196. And we'll take that one on pound Aussie. Cycle will come down to 93 on the close of this bar. Short trade on the micro Russell. Need 2 more ticks to get our 14 tick minimum. 81.5. Actual target is target 3. The micro NQ survived in the long trade. All right, it wasn't taking. Came down to 93, I suspect. No, it did not. So we're still up at 96. Came up the balance line at 191.3. So that would push our stop to 194, which would key level to 196. So we are still in the trade. The close above the balance line meant we didn't move down on that one. That's why it stayed at 196. And the one before, the bar before, the first up bar, is where it moved to 90. Didn't move to 93. It got 3 ticks beyond 91. So 93.3 would have been and then round and stopping out at 96. So our rounding on that, we have carried that up to 94, and we are done. We're not going to be taking another trade. That's certainly going to be power of quitting. In the micro Russell short, no trades this morning yet on the micro NQ. It's been in a long trade since well before our start time. So pound Aussie is done, YM is done, soybeans is done. Unleaded took another full loss for target 2 traders. That's a second full loss. Just missing money management. Stop and reverse and key level adjustment, keeping us in the short on the pound Aussie for a winning session. Oh, I'm sorry. Bill, I missed your comments. Tracking trades. Yes, I'll adjust around the 50 and 200 and the 20 SMA. Crude pushing up into session highs, setting a new session high at 79.31. I'll have to see how that affects the inventory report. Micro Russell trying to push down, trying to get the money management. Micro NQ taking another run at the stop. Looks like 82.25. And we did stop out. That did stop out. So we're looking for a new trade there. That early trade is done. Money management on the Micro Russell, trade number 4. Micro NQ setting new session highs and now pulling back. Oops. I am pretty good pullback this morning. Yeah. 39,193 for the session high. So we're approaching 200 points below that. I believe we are in positive territory. Wow. Pretty good size range. Yeah. Opened at 8,770, 38,770. So we were up 400 points at the session high. Now still up about 200. YM session high at 290 or 2090.8. Up some 60 points, 60 plus points from the session open. And it's remaining pretty close to that. All right, break even on the Micro Russell and a new long trade. Need to go up 3 to 87. Standing up on that. Target 3. Trade number 5. All 3 indices in positive territory. The YM showing a little bit of weakness right now compared to the Russell and NQ. All right, folks. Money management on the Micro Russell long. Stop at 85.7. And the YM turning upward. That trade is filtered out by the crossover filter. No. Give the Russell a minute and see if it'll make target. This will be win number 3 before we close it down to get ready for the crude oil inventory session. There's target 3, so that's going to be a another winning trade. And starting to trail at 85.9. Target 4, 86.4. All 3 indices pushing higher now. Crude kind of sideways, which is to be expected given the crude oil inventory report coming up in 14 minutes, under 14 minutes. So, that being said, that means it's time to wrap up the session this morning, and I will be back in about 10 minutes with the crude oil inventory session. So we will see everybody back shortly. Have a good one.